One of the biggest mysteries left by the movie Avatar is the nature of Kiri, the adopted daughter of Jake and Neytiri. A character that could forever change our perception of this universe. What would you think if I told you that Kiri is really more special than we think? That she is Eywa's chosen one to end the war? That the story of Avatar could be just beginning, and that the first part was just the introduction to the real story, the story of the union between humans and Navis? Do you want to know what I mean? If you like everything related to the Avatar universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I am the voice of Eywa, welcome. First, let's talk about the explanation that the movie gives to this character. According to the story, Kiri is the biological daughter of Grace Augustine. After this scientist lost her life, her avatar was left in a coma, but she was pregnant. Thanks to her avatar being safe, she was able to continue and complete her pregnancy. Kiri has human traits, as her mother was a human and her avatars are a bit different from the original Na'vi, which caused Kiri to feel rejection from her own society while growing up. From a very young age, Kiri demonstrated great skills, managing to tame a banshee at a very young age, just by offering to be her friend. It is as if all of Pandora's nature respects her. We even saw several scenes in which the creatures and plants of Pandora respond to Kiri, as if she could control them with her mind. Kiri is very sensitive and connected to the world around her, to the animals, the plants, the rhythm and balance of life. She has an experience when she dives into the ocean. She discovers that she can adapt to any Pandora environment easily. We also see her tell Jake that she can feel Eywa. Kiri struggles with feelings of insecurity and inadequacy. She is not a warrior like her adoptive parents. She admires her family and wishes to be more like them, especially Neytiri and Spider, with whom many have claimed she could have a love interest, but we will talk about this in her own video. When Kiri connects with the tree of the Metcane tribe, he meets his mother and approaches her to question her about the origin of his father, but Eywa can't tell her anything. In fact, we see how Eywa reacts negatively to this question. This movie leaves us with the doubt of what is the true origin of Kiri's father, but I think this was a way to divert the viewers, to make us question who is the father of the young Na'vi, even though she doesn't really have one. Let me explain. There is an element that had not yet emerged in the Avatar movies, and this is the path of the hero. Characters like Anakin Skywalker, Harry Potter, or Neo in Matrix are characters that represent the archetype of the chosen one, this messianic figure that comes to the world to save people. Generally, these messianic figures do not have a father, as in the case of Anakin Skywalker, who was conceived thanks to the Force in Star Wars, Neo, who was conceived by the machines in the Matrix, and in this movie Kiri. Kiri is a messianic figure or modern chosen one, who has no father, but has been chosen by Eywa. Like other chosen ones in other movies, she will begin to discover her supernatural abilities, and in her investigation into who her father is, she discovers that she really doesn't have one, that she is the incarnation of something else, or at least this is what I think. But then if Kiri is the chosen one, and she doesn't have a father, how come Grace's avatar was pregnant? There is an important scene shown in Avatar 2, where Kiri is mentioning that the planet acts as a collective consciousness. Grace knew and understood what Eywa was. Also in this second movie it was explained to us that there are creatures much more intelligent than humans. If there are creatures this intelligent in Pandora, how much more intelligent would Eywa be? Although we tend to see deities as myths, actually in Avatar, Eywa is not a god. Eywa is something that really exists. It is the collective consciousness of all living beings on the planet. The origin of Kiri, in my opinion, is the following. Eywa saw that the planet is under threat from humans, but he also saw that there is goodness in humanity. Thanks to people like Jake and Grace, Eywa understood that there could be a coexistence. Eywa then placed Kiri, a hybrid between Na'vi and human, who was conceived without a father, with the purpose of being this chosen one to save everyone. It is no coincidence that Kiri is half human and half Na'vi, that she can control the creatures in Pandora and also, as she herself says, can sense Eywa. Kiri's connection to this collective consciousness shows that Kiri herself could be a physical representation of Eywa. And here is the core of the idea of this theory. Kiri could be the incarnation of Eywa, who came to life to unite men and Navis to create a new hybrid species to coexist. Kiri would be the savior, the last hope of Pandora. One point we cannot forget is that according to the humans in the movie, they want to modify Pandora to bring humans to this place. since the Earth is not sustainable and humans need to find a new home and Pandora is the target. In the first installment of Pandora, we saw how the Earth was overpopulated and pollution no longer allowed to live in peace in the world. Humans had destroyed the Earth and now their plan was to move. Possibly AUR realized that this would happen, that the only way to survive is to coexist, and Kiri emerges as a response to this. Perhaps the answer could be found between a possible child between Kiri and Spider, a human with a hybrid navy, could give rise to a single species of human and navy that can exist in Pandora without the need to adapt to that environment, and they could live in peace. Though of course this would perhaps happen at the end of the story. I think the next Avatar movies will show more and more the importance of Kiri and her role as AUR's chosen one, so I hope that in the next installments she will become the main character, helping Jake and Neytiri. But tell me what you think about this theory. Will Kiri really be the chosen one? Will she be the incarnation of AUR? And for more videos of the Avatar universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Voice AUR. Thanks for visiting Pandora.